It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Nighthawks and the Sentinels on Sunday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Buenos Aires taking on the Sentinels of San Diego.
Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
This guy.
On first down, Morrison. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Back to throw. Morrison. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Morrison. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Smart.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Off the bootleg. Smart. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Nighthawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Morrison. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. A great effort there. 85 yards.
And the Sentinels have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second down and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Smart. Flush to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Smart, flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on third down. Smart. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a give, right side. Bright. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Smart. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Bright. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Nighthawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
At the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, Morrison.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Smart.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive, Morrison. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Off play action, Morrison. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on 1st down, Morrison.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown! 15-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Sentinels are back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buenos is about set for another try on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the left side. Bright. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
On 1st and 10, Morrison. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
3rd and 9 here.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Morrison.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Morrison.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Sentinels have got it back to within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Smart. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be corralled well on field right around the 40-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On second down, Bright, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Morrison.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Off the play fake. Smart.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st down, Clemens. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd down and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Morrison. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
And a huge play that time. 45 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Morrison. That's caught at the 2. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Smart. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And a smart play there. He's probably been saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw on 3rd down. Smart. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Barkley, inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Here's the option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw is Green from the gun on 3rd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Crosby, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosby, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Buenos is about set for another try on offense.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
At the 41-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Nighthawks.
Looking to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wilkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Off play action. Green. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing is Lewis.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Crosby.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Lewis. Gets it off to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Lewis on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Lewis. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Buenos is about set for another try on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
To throw is Green. Throwing on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Green. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Crosby. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Lewis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Lewis now on 1st and 10. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this one is right down Broadway, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Green, and his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Green to throw on 3rd down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Lewis.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
on second down now. Hendricks.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Nighthawks.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
A handoff to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Nighthawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 15. Just over 1:40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Lewis on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Lewis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Craig.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.